Ooh, let's talk about that.
Okay.
We
Where do you
broke
wanna
up.
start? Okay. So,
We broke up.
being my wife,
Yeah.
for the last 16 years of being together, there's a lot of history.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good and a lot of bad.
Yeah.
Tell me about a time that you can remember that has been a refining moment in our relationship.
Yeah, we broke
whether
up.
married or
That's
pre-married.
like
Share
that's it. That's literally what just came to mind because I was thinking about how maturity happened, and me wanting to even start to recognize what it looks like to provide for myself and just feel confident within myself. And you and I had a lot of tension happening. You're so better with years about like what year it is than I am. I don't remember what year it was, but
I know the dates. I know the dates.
yeah. What was the year? Do you know?
No, it was 2011.
2011, right?
It was the year before B was born.
Right. So things just got really bad. I mean, in the beginning, moving here to Texas, so we met in Michigan. We dated for only a year and moved to Texas together.
Yeah.
Moving to Texas, I know
So we met and moved to Texas within a year.
And I know moving to Texas took a toll, emotionally on you, especially because we moved away from the kids. And that was a big deal for us. And I just felt like I'm trying to find myself. I'm 20.
21.
Just turned 21, starting a new career. And I was excited about that, but also I felt like I didn't quite know if we would make it. I didn't quite know because, one, we didn't have healthy community at that time.
At all.
We were not surrounded.
At all.
We did not have that accountability. So for our relationship
no support,
to grow,
no foundation,
no
community,
we're
trying to
just
figure it all out.
surviving at that point. Just
You
surviving.
were 21 at that time and I was 25.
Yeah. And things got ugly. I was definitely trying it all out, I went to every party, every club. I had a great time.
And we
at
were
that
extremes
age.
on that, right?
We were extremes
Like,
because
wanted
you
to
were
party
done.
and club, and I wanted to go to bed and go to work in the morning, and
you were like, "What is this girl doing?" I
was holding on,
and I think there came a crossroads where we both realized if we continue on this path, we're going to destroy each other.
Yeah.
We're going to destroy each other. And so the breakup, I think, was a good, it sucked. Oh, it sucked. It hurts.
Yeah.
Anybody going through a breakup right now, I am so sorry. Like, I know what that hurt feels like. It's gut wrenching, especially when you love someone and you've been together for a long time. So to separate is just so hard. But I will say that the upside to us breaking up was that I got to really zero in on who I was, because I think before I even met you, I had just been in back-to-back relationships.
Yeah.
And I went from my mother's house to a relationship. I never felt like I just was a single person, getting to know myself, understanding what my strengths were. And so that was probably the time where I started to mature as a person. And then you and I getting back together at that space where I felt more confident. And also I had missed the heck out of you. And I know you missed the heck out of me because we had our dog Madden. Oh, Madden's old now, y'all. He's
14 years old.
14 years old, still kicking, still chasing squirrels and possums.
If he can hear them, if they run across his path.
That's true. He has to see them. He cannot hear.
He cannot hear us soon.
But Madden was our tie together. So you would hit me like, hey,
Where's Madden?
I miss my dog. I'm like, sure you do. You did not love him like that. But it's a good opportunity to cross paths and see each other and stuff. So that was cute. And it was so.
So I don't know if I ever told you this, as I'm listening to you talk, and you say, you went from relationship to relationship, never had your independence.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I admire most about you when I met you is that you had your own place.
Right.
That in itself was appealing to me, because I had been in relationships prior to you, of course. and had never been with a woman who had their own place, who was independent, who was doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So to see you at the age of 20, I was like, this is different. Like this is awesome. So not knowing your circumstances prior to getting your own place, but when I seen that, I knew it was in you. Like I knew you were capable. I knew you were strong. I knew you were, disciplined enough to even put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
So I admire that about you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was definitely
so
a good
I knew
time
you could do it.
to have that place.
When we got together, I became the provider. I was the I paid the bills.
You did.
I took care of everything.
Yes.
And we've talked about this over the years.
And I spent my money on shoes.
Shoes and makeup.
and makeup and had
putting
no
gas in the
idea
car.
what our bills look like.
None,
what
none
bills? We have bills. Oh, yeah.
That was a challenge.
It was.
It
was a challenge. So it was great to get back together again and feel confident in my skills. And one of the things that shifted in our relationship was now I take over the responsibility of paying the bills, meaning, I'm a spreadsheets person. I look at numbers. I like it.
Yeah.
So,
and I remember during the conversation before we broke up, it was hard. There were some tears. It was emotional. It was tough. It was hard. It was heavy, right?
Yeah.
I remember the conversation, you saying, hey, I just need to know that I could take care of myself. I need to know that I'm a capable person, man, no man, single, married, whatever it is. I need to know that God has given me the ability to do for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I got to respect that because like God has blessed me to be able to do for me, right? And I definitely want you to be a strong person. And you went out there and you did it. You had your own place for about 6 months, maybe. We wasn't broken up that long.
Really?
No,
it wasn't a year?
It felt like forever. No, it was about 6 months.
Like a long time.
So you went from
it was a lifetime
we went from living
without you.
together.
Yeah.
Living together, me paying all the bills.
Yeah.
To you having your own place, paying all your bills. And what did I do?
You came and moved in with me.
No.
Oh.
When we broke up, I moved in with my brother.
Did.
I went and moved in with my brother and his wife.
Did.
Like I didn't go get my own place or anything.
You got rid of all your bills.
I got rid of everything.
That was so smart, actually.
Saved up a bunch of money.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
right?
Such a good idea.
But more importantly, it was when we got back together.
Right.
We had a fresh perspective. I missed you more than anything I'd ever missed in the world.
That was how I knew I couldn't live without you. That time, it was like, nope, I don't want to wake up without him.
Tell the story.
Never.
Tell the story of leaving your apartment and coming to the house that I was living at.
No.
That's a great story. Like I will never forget that.
Yes. I don't remember the details of the conversation, but it's cringy because
you traveled across town.
in
downtown,
rollerblades.
From downtown to North Dallas on rollerblades.
Yes.
And what happened in between?
Oh, I went down. I had a fall. Oh.
So you show up at the door. You show up at the door with tears in your eyes.
Oh my gosh,
and a smile on your face, and you're bleeding.
You didn't tell me you were going to tell this story. It's embarrassing. No, I'm kidding.
Forget it. You
literally.
Got blood on
No, it was my
elbow?
shoulder.
Okay.
My shoulder. I still have a scar today.
What happened?
I fell. I mean, on rollerblades, going through the city of Dallas was ridiculous. And
then you showed up at the door with tears and a smile, and I was like, "I love you, and we got to do this." It was like
it was my
story.
exactly. It was my big gesture. I just woke up that morning. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna strap these skates on, and I'm gonna go get my man. It's what happening. It's happening.
And so that was the moment we got back together.
Really?
That was the moment we got back
like
together.
Immediately?
Yeah, we started working on it.
Oh, you just needed me to shed a little blood.
You just needed to show up.
Wow.
Would you get cut for me? Right.
Brian, no, yeah.
You definitely went to battle for me.
Yeah, and I think we had a lot of really good conversations leading up to that. So
I remember we got back together right before Christmas.
Right, yes.
We spent Christmas together. This was Christmas 2011.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because I remember the Facebook picture, like, we back together.
Then we spent 2012 just growing.
Yeah.
And side note, I dealt with some things growing up that I had to deal with personally. And I made a promise to you, hey, that I will go and get counseling, get some help to deal with some emotional things.
Right.
Some abandonment issues, some abuse and things like that, neglect from my childhood.
Right.
And I committed to that for our relationship. And that
really
really
great.
helped me,
Definitely.
that helped me grow. And 2012 was amazing. You got pregnant, we got married, had a little B in 2013. So just share what, if you can wrap all this up and give some words of advice, words of encouragement for a couple that's going through it, whether they're breaking up, getting back together, engaged, or even struggling in their marriage. What would be some words of advice that you would give based on the life that you've lived up to this point as a married woman and as a mom?
Yeah, that's really good. I would definitely say don't give up. That's my number one. Don't give up. Once you have identified your person, your partner, everything after that is work. And I really don't like the fairy tale that's out there that you just ride off into the sunset and it's a done deal. I think for people to really know that it's going to require some work, some blood, some sweat, some tears, all the things. But for you to not be so big, that you overshadow the person that you really are meant to connect with. I love that we get to be friends, we get to be partners, we get to raise children together, we get to pour into people together, we get poured into together, we have good community and family. And I know that all those things are a part of how we came to be, but at the bottom of it all, it's the not giving up, it's the grit, because there's going to be some ups and some downs, but you can't just say, well, this is the worst that it could be. And, now it's all over. All of this for nothing. It breaks my heart to see people go through the journey and then break up after they've been together 40 years, 50 years. Like, how does that happen? You literally had to have given up. And I don't know their journey. So I don't want to judge anyone at all. It's not about that. It's just, I think for me, recognizing that I can't give up when things are hard, but that's an opportunity to sit down at the table and really talk through, and also have other people that are with you in it. Because that also has been amazing to have Joe and Morgan and so many friends and so many friends and leaders in our lives that just go before us. They show us what it looks like to lead together and in a healthy way. What does it look like to work together in a healthy way? Just to have, other people that you can glean from, it's been really impactful for us. So
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing.